this is Spiritually Awakened Princess, and I am doing a Tarotscope for Virgo in February 2018. I have 6 categories here, which is work and career, money and finances, family, friends, romance, and self. I also already have Valentine's Day videos that are already out, okay? So all you have to do is just look at those videos if you want more of a love reading, okay? So let's start with work and career. What is going on with work and career? Virgo, work and career, February 2018. First card already coming out. Two there. Not sure if you guys see that, but maybe I have to move my lamp. Oh, that's too much. Alright, hopefully it doesn't fall. Alright. Every time, like, I try to do a reading, it kind of goes a little crazy, and the light changes and shifts, and it turns light to dark, dark to light, and it's one of those days. It's very cloudy and rainy outside. So 2 of fire, okay, 2 of fire, and that means a journey, or going 2 different directions with your job. 2 different options, 2 different, like, positive ways. You have options, okay? More on the creative side for some of you. So, for example, I am a Virgo, and I am a massage therapist, and also I am a tarot reader, also psychic and empath, and, well, technically I'm a psychic medium. So that's an example there. And I also do graphic design, okay? So I guess I'm just all over the place as well. For some of you, you might be a little bit different. You might be into the arts. You might be into singing. You might be into different things like playing instruments, or working as a waitress and then do karaoke at night, or even comedy. Who knows? But there's so many options when it comes to Virgos and the work and career sector, doing different things and managing both of those things and finding a happy medium between the two, okay? Virgo, work and career, Virgo, work and career, February 2018, Virgo, work and career. King of Water. So when it comes to work, you guys are taking the emotional approach. Sometimes you could get a bit moody, but when it comes to work, but at the same time, you're having mature emotions. So I have a feeling that a lot of you want to say something at work, but yet you're keeping the peace when it comes to your job, okay? And then as well, like, usually water signs or something that has to do with water, it's always some sort of emotional and psychic intuition type. Okay, I'm back, guys. Virgo, working career, Virgo, working career, Virgo, Work and career. Eight of Pentacles. So while keeping your emotions intact and trying to balance between the two job journeys that you have, you're also a very, very hard worker, which we already knew that. I mean, that's a given. Virgos tend to sometimes overwork and they overthink and they, bring themselves to crazy land sometimes when it comes to work, because we're all about work, 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 and perfecting what we do. Okay. Now, let's see what's going on with money and finances. Money, or I like to call it moonies. Moonies? Moonies? Anyway, Virgo, money and finances. Virgo, money and finances. February 2018. Money and finances. Virgo, February 2018. Nine of Water. Now, when it comes to the Nine of Water, it's kind of like it's an emotional fulfillment, okay? Emotional fulfillment with a lot of great things involved with it. When it comes to the Nine of Water, it's definitely emotional fulfillment and almost like a celebration of sorts, a good time, sometimes with family, or just overall, like I would say, because it's connected to your money and finances, emotional fulfillment with your money situation, okay? You guys are finally either getting to the point or finally to that point where you're happy with what you have as far as money and finances. Virgo. Money and finances, February 2018. Virgo, money and finances, February 2018. And this, like, fulfillment with your money is bringing you to a state where you're starting all over again. You're kind of like, okay, I'm finally having the amount of money I'm supposed to have, so I can start saving, so I can, finally get back on track. Starting completely over with your finances, your money, and being able to pay for bills again properly, being able to finally buy some extra things that you were supposed to buy before, and even saving up for a house eventually, if you guys don't have it already, or saving for like a new car, things like that. Money, finances, Virgo. February 2018. Money, finances, Virgo. February 2018. And this leads you to the Messenger of Fire, which is the Knight of Fire and rapid flame. Sometimes the stubbornness with money, sometimes like the, especially when it comes to a flame, things tend to happen quickly with money, and that's something that you guys should be very careful about. Even though you're starting anew with money and getting this money coming back in and finally trying to get your bills together and what have you, there's also that side of you that you're gonna, not watch your finances that well because you want to spend on things that you weren't able to get before and you were financially struggling. So let's move on to family. What's going on with Virgo family situation? Hopeful, very hopeful situation with the family sector in Virgo. Very optimistic, counting their blessings. Good things can only come out of the star. Now, let's see what the cards surrounding it has to do with it. And with the star, it always reminds me of like an emotional fulfillment, like being very optimistic and even proud in a sense that things are not as bad as they could be. You know what I mean? Family Virgo. What's going on? Family Virgo. February 2018. The Hierophant. Learning and teaching each other certain things and trying to figure things out with the whole family situation. Okay, learning from each other and giving each other knowledge and finding out new things within the family that you haven't found out before. It reminds me of like doing one of those like DNA website tests and finding out new information about family, that like a discovery, discovering new things within family, and then on top of that, or even just having an overall knowledge of how to deal with your family members and learning from it as well. Now, sometimes this means the Lover's card, but what I'm getting from here is like a love for family. Okay. Finally, at that state of truly loving your family members and loving this moment in February. So it seems like everything is good with family when it comes to Virgos. There might be still some sort of learning curve or being able to learn some knowledge and try to feed the information to yourself and to others on how to handle, stuff with your family. But at the same time, there's nothing but love there in February. All positive cards when it comes to family. Let's see about the friends now. What's going on with friends? Virgo and friends. 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 Justice. There's a lot of outside noise. A lot of outside noise happening, but I don't know if you guys can hear that. Justice, as in being civil with each other, having that balance with your friends, trying to justify situations and trying to justify the relationship, and just truly, finding out the truth of the matter. Virgo friends, February 2018. Friends. Four of Air. A lot of you guys are not really dabbling into getting new friends, or you're kind of stuck with the ones that you have right now and you're keeping them at bay. Some of you are keeping them at bay because the Four of Air is like rest and rejuvenation. So you guys are pretty much putting the whole friendship thing on hold and just trying to work on yourself and work on maybe even your romance and family relationships rather than focusing on friends so much. And for those that are focusing on friends, then you're just giving it a temporary rest right now. Not hanging out as much as you usually do during other months. Virgo, friends, what's going on? Friends, February 2018. Queen of Water. Now, either your friends are possibly, or a majority water sign, or you're just embodying the Queen of Water. Using your intuition, using, psychic abilities, using like your emotional set instead of like a logical set. Using, just sometimes it could be a moody situation, just like the King of Water, but also a nurturing hand, and still, like, if your friends need help with anything, then you still are there for them. It's just that you're taking a break from them for now. Taking a break from friendship, which is not always a bad thing. But yeah, just if you feel like you need to be focused on yourself, then that's what will happen. So this month may just be the majority of you not dabbling into going out with friends and hanging out, even talking to them, or even texting them. You might just either be a loner or just hanging out with family, what have you. Virgo and romance. February 2018, Virgo and romance. February 2018, Virgo and romance. February 2018. Three of Air. Or Three of Fire. It's not Three of Air. But waiting on something to happen, okay? Sometimes this means travel or vacation or something like that. But with the Three of Fire, especially in the regular tarot, which is the Three of Wands, it's a moment of waiting on something. Sometimes that thing has passed you up, but mainly it's waiting. And then the Three of Air popped out. So for some Virgos, I wouldn't say all of them, but it's going to be a moment of being upset, being sad, being heartbroken, because the Three of Air is all about being heartbroken about a situation that you have been waiting on from. Maybe it could even be a situation where you were waiting on somebody to contact you about Valentine's Day, but they did not contact you. Or it could be like someone is not completely telling you their feelings and they're putting it on hold. But you know that they have feelings for you. You just won't express it. So that brings it to like the illusion. You're not quite figuring out what's going on because there's a complete illusion of something happening. like other people might know the truth of something within your relationship, or might know the truth about somebody that you might like, but they either won't tell you, or you're the last person to know about certain things. And so you make assumptions. You make assumptions about this person that may have hurt you. The best solution to this is to not wait on anybody that is going to bring you hurt in the first place. It would be better to stay away from those type of situations. And for those that are in a relationship, it could just be solely trip-based and kind of like canceling on something that you guys wanted to do together. So therefore, it's a little upsetting, but you guys will get over it. Self. What does Virgo think about their self in February 2018? What does Virgo think about their self in February 2018? Seven of Air. So you're going to be protecting your thoughts. I would say your heart, but you're going to be protecting what's in your mind. And for me, it's almost like the heart, the emotional sector, it's like all in one. But it's mostly protecting yourself from blowing up in February, okay, about certain things. Not all things, but certain things. Like sometimes with work and in romance. What does Virgo think about their self? What does Virgo think about their self in February 2018? So this is a new time for you, a rebirth, a renewed version of yourself. So even though you're protecting yourself from certain things, kind of like veering your mind space, you're trying to renew and be a better person. Last one here. Nine of Fire. You're going to be protecting your thoughts, but at the same time, you're going to be standing your ground. You're going to be, sometimes I would say like a debate or an argument or anything that comes up like that, you'll be able to really have that warrior instinct and say your truths and state your facts. There we go. It's kind of like a weird shadow on the Nine of Air. And then when I turn this off, it's too dark. So it's like, what choices do I have? But I hope that you guys liked my Tarotscope. Like, subscribe, make sure to comment. Of course, I did not want it to be negative. Sometimes it just comes out that way, but that doesn't always mean that it's going to happen to you. It might just happen in one day instead of the whole month. So look out for that, okay? All right. Make sure to watch the rest of my videos, and bye.